Okay, once again, it's in description. The description of galactic citizenship and galactic citizenship citizens and their citizen-worthy connection between all the different places. So now, how do we travel there? Like, what kind of things what is the 0 point energy? Like, how do we fly? How do we soar? Like, how do we swim? And like, I already know that's like, oh, we're gonna be soaring with angels and flying with angels and creating wings and all that DNA stuff and all that's fun. But it's like, so, come on, those are all my ideas. I don't want to be bored with that. And what's this about the board? Like, I don't want to board. I don't want to be bored. I don't want to. Nobody wants to be bored. Nobody wants to board a boat. Nobody wants to be bored on a boat. Nobody wants to board a boat. Nobody wants to board. And no one is going to board. No one has to board. It's boring. It's very boring. But no one's boring. Nothing's boring, and there's nothing that is supposed to be boring, because there's no reason for anybody to be bored. Yet every time I say bored, it's confused with the word bored. So what am I just gonna not have a way to get on the boat? Anyway, what a weird word, get. That's made just be confused ever since the very last few broadcasts that happened in the last few weeks. Not that it really matters, but whatever. The Lions, come on, like, that is an old idea, but it's still so much fun, and I dreamt about it. Now I gotta have dreams, a line of dreams, and whatever other people's dreams are, that's what dreams are. I can't even listen to motivational videos. Like, why would I listen to a motivational video? Like, what am I gaining here? What am I learning anyway? Just this something about anxiety, of having anxiety within, and then saying that that's the anxiety that exists without, because as above, so below, as within, so without. It just seems like the same old Confuciusical, philosophical reality, whatever, that can be aligned to, just with ridiculousness. And it's not that it's not supposed to be ridiculous, but it's not that it's not supposed to not be ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, dude. Like, why even have... I don't even know. Why even have patience? So, yeah, that's a relationship. It's real, Mira and Gaia, or Gaia and Mira, or Mira and the Pleiadians, or whatever. I don't even know how it's perceived. But apparently, galactic citizenship is here, and it's not really just a... It's thousands of years, dude. That's what I gotta have. I gotta have thousands of years. Isn't that awesome? Thank goodness. And I think that what's weird is that, like, oh, that's immediately seventh dimensional, right? Well, it's a seventh dimensional reality to, be in charge of enlightenment of other planets and other beings for millions of years. But that's what a seventh dimensional being does. Not a whatever thousands of year being does. It's thousands of years of peace, thousands of years of prosperity, all that jazz, and all the proliferation and all the creation and all the wonderfulness. That's just good stuff. That's just gonna happen at a faster rate and stuff like that, because apparently I align happen with happiness, and whatever happens is the happening, happener, happening, happiness, happening. And something is always happening, and therefore it's got to be connected to me when something becomes something that's happening. And what does it mean? Who made the word it? Who described the word it? What is the alignment of the understanding of the word it? How many misunderstandings have been aligned with the word it? How many? Probably countless. Countless misunderstandings. Infinite misunderstandings. There will continuously be infinite misunderstandings of it. And it shall always be, because that is the way it is. And until there is a continued wisdom gained, there will be continued misunderstandings for the word it. So why is that? Because when I say the word it, people get anxiety. Why is that the case? Because of misunderstandings of the word it. Is that supposed to be the case? Is that supposed to be understood? Is that how things are supposed to be? And it's like, I think things are moving slower, I think things are moving so slow that, there is no... It's like, there is no spin, There is no spin. There really is no spin. There is no spin. There's no spoon. And here's the fun part, But, it's got to be the best, And as the best, I just gotta say, being the director of Project Lightseed and the president of Project Rejuvenate and all this stuff and all that jazz and all that whatever, We just gotta agree, like, oh, this is the best type of reality, and it needs to happen, and it needs to occur, and it needs to be in existence. But, oh, is it? Nope, no, it's not. It's not in existence. Why? Why is that? Because only the best are allowed to portray, hand out, and... But then again, where does cosmic consciousness come in, Is that something I just ignore? Is there just a reality that I just am not a part of because I wish to be a part of the greatness that I already was? Is that what I have to be? In order to align with cosmic consciousness, I have to agree with all the things that I believe so intently and all so sincerely within me. So fun, right? That's exactly what I want. That's the way I want to live my life. That's the way that things are supposed to be. What you decide it to be, that's what you want. You want your entire life to revolve around everything that you want. And if you don't get what you want, you're going to do everything that you can to get what you want. And you get it. And that's you. That's fine, If you want to live that way, that's the way that you got to live. And you're going to win. You're going to win over and over and over. And you're always going to win. And no one's going to bring you down. No one's going to pull you down. And no one's going to even want to pull you down. And no one's going to understand. Because they're not as great as you. They don't know what you know, and they don't have the unlimited potential that already exists within you because you are great. Isn't that wonderful? Dude, I want nothing to do with, but, what was the point of not having that broadcast before? What is the point of, having that and then letting go, then having that and letting it 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 go, and then just saying it's something that has to do with exactly as the perception that is eternally in that existence. Is that how it's supposed to be? Eternal existence and letting go? And it's not about, oh, this is the way it should be. This is the form of thinking. This is going to be a bunch of wisdom. This is greatness. This is, mediocre. And, what type of words is that, who even thinks like that? That's kind of what I'm saying. So what is it? Portrayal of explanation, portrayal of wisdom, portrayal of cosmic consciousness, or is it just the the lower vibrations of oh, it's emotions, oh, it's full of emotions, oh, I feel this way, oh, there's anxiety, oh, there's all these pressures, oh, it's just whining. So there's support of all this whining, but there's no support of the wisdom. There's support of all the negative energies and all the lameness, but there's no support of the wisdom. So where's the wisdom in all of this, And what's the point of consistently saying that? And thankfully, I think there's wisdom. But what's the point of consistently saying, oh, it's an amazing reality here, Oh, what's the point of being so great if there's a new excellence that's designed, that's a part of something else, that's what I consider some sort of segue, Is that even fair? But whatever, dude. I think it's music. And sound and perception, and oh, I'm the one who created the music and sound and connection with life and musical translations because what musicians have lips, and they have a certain mouth frame, a certain way that their tongue works, and a certain armature muscles, all that stuff, and they talk differently. They use their tongues differently. They use the tongues in different ways, and that's just the way it is. But it seems like when it's oh, when it's ballad, that's that's not enough. It's got to be blasting. It's got to be loud. It's got to shake the earth to its core. And what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to say oh, every time you visit the website, the Dreams page, all the 4 projects that were there aren't there. It just shows, what should have been there. And isn't that ridiculous? So it's oh, there's really no dreams. So he has no charge of his dreams. He has no control of his life. He has no control. No, that's exactly what will eternally be the existence for me, because I have no control, according to the eternal existence of external reality. And I got to live by the laws of the universe that says that I am not in control. So why would I live by the laws of the universe that say I'm not in control by saying that the reason that, for example, that there's not a single project on that Dreams page is because I don't know why there's not a single project on that Dreams page, and people are going to go to the Dream page and it's oh, there's nothing here. I mean, they're probably not going to go to the Dream page and say there's nothing here, but all the stuff, all the things that I wrote down of the project, all this stuff, it's not even readable, it's not even there, and that's just how it is now. So I'm actually fine with that. Because all the types of transitions that I already created with Project Lightseed, oh, Project Lightseed is all about this and this and that. Project Lightseed is all this program. Is this formulation. It fits into this box. Yeah, it's this box that's just a tiny little confined space, and then no matter where the confined space is, that's exactly what the reality is. It'll never change. Universal laws apply to it, and it's still in a box. That's how it is. It's fine. It's totally fine. That's how it is. Totally normal. I love the misconceptions too. I love the misconceptions of innuendos, and I love the misconceptions of speech. It'll always be there, and life will always be like that, always. So for thousands of years, thousands of years, thousands of years. Thousands of years, okay? Yeah. Sounds like joy. Sounds like fun. Thousands of years. What'd you do? Thousands of years. The feeling of already achieved. Oh, isn't that a wonderful lifestyle, bruh? I get to explain something I already know with the potential that already exists, and I gotta recreate it. So much fun, right? So much fun. Well, things are the way they are, and things are improving, and life is improving. And at least, I can provide wisdom. And that's all that matters right now. So until next time.